Hello, this is Cass Naidu, Conscious Relationship Coach, and I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can reach to consciously create epic relationships that are loving, caring, deeply meaningful, mutually supportive, loyal. And in order for us to do that, we have to stop creating relationships the way we did in the past. Now, it doesn't matter if you're single and looking for the love of your life, or if you're already in a relationship, you can always restart. All right? So, the way we created relationships in the past was almost on autopilot. We were trying to live up to society's norms that told us that by a certain age, we should find a partner, get married, have our home and have our family, raise that family, and by a certain age, you retire, and then the grandkids come and the focus shifts to that. And that idea that we are one day going to find the perfect partner and we're just going to instantly know that this is the person for us and we're going to live happily ever after. That thinking, the way we created relationships in the past, has failed us because it's resulted in a divorce rate of 53% worldwide. And the remaining 47% that are still together, the majority of them cannot, with absolute conviction, say, I am truly happy in this marriage. Because a lot of that 47% are tolerating each other. They're staying because of the kids. They have no idea what they will do on their own. Some of them are walking on eggshells around their partners because they cannot be authentically who they are. Some of them are being abused and repressed into submission. So this is a lot of the 47%. So my question to you is, do you want to be a part of that? Or do you think that it is time for us to shine a light on how we create relationships and start changing that? And it starts with each one of us that makes a decision that mediocrity is no longer my choice. I will not settle for fitting in and pleasing those societal norms. And if you do want to create relationships like this, it starts firstly with healing. If we've come out of relationships, and if you're a human being, you've been hurt, right? So whether you're divorced or you've had relationships in the past and you've had breakups, for whatever reason that happened, maybe the person was abusive, maybe they had addictions, maybe they cheated on you, maybe they passed on. For whatever reason, there's a lot of pain attached to those kind of endings. So the question is, do we just simply jump into the next relationship? Because if we do, we're carrying all of that pain with us, which means that we're going to attract another partner. So we've got a wounded self coming in, and we're going to attract another partner who's going to come in with their wounds, so that we both now clash and trigger each other to bring those wounds to the surface so that we can heal it. Now, is that the kind of relationship you want to step into? Because it's simply repeating the past. However, if we took the time and stopped to say, who am I? When I'm not somebody's partner, who am I? And what is it that I want in a relationship? Am I even ready for one? Do I have the tools to consciously create an epic relationship? Right? When we take the time and we go within and we feel those emotions and we start releasing that, only then can we open our hearts again and be ready for a new relationship. So that's the second step, right? It is opening your heart. But it is not just simply opening your heart for someone else. It is first falling in love with yourself. When you find out who this amazing person is and fall in love with yourself, with your life, as you are right now. We're not perfect, right? So we're not waiting for perfection to fall in love with ourselves. But can we do that right here, right now, knowing we're in the process of change and growth? But can I just love myself right here, right now? And when you do, you'll find that automatically your level of self-worth begins to increase. So when your level of self-worth increases, nobody can manipulate you, right? Because that's when you start stepping into your authenticity. It's I know who I am. And that leads to the next step, which is clarity. What is it that I want in a relationship? What is it that I want in a partner? And more importantly is, who do I want to be in the next relationship? So if you look at your past relationships and maybe you were insecure, maybe you didn't have boundaries, you were not clear enough with your partner about what it is you wanted to create with them. And so, you were going on unconsciously on autopilot. So the next time around you say, if I was insecure then maybe I need to first become secure within myself. And that comes with that self-worth and the authenticity. When you know yourself, then you can't be manipulated, right? If you can get to that point where you know yourself and you're so authentic that you can say yes, a strong yes, to all of the things that will augment your life, that takes your life to the next level. Somebody whose values resonate with you. They don't have to be identical, but they resonate with you. They complement your values. So we say yes to all of these things. When we see love, when we feel the affection and the love and the attention from somebody, and we feel that, yes, there's a connection, and we can open ourselves up to that. But at the same time, when we feel that there's an energy coming towards us and it is putting us down, it is suppressing us in some way, it is not being respectful, we can say a resounding no to that up front, simply because we are aware of ourselves and what it is we want to create and what we want to experience in a relationship. So we might want to experience unconditional love. We might want to experience complete acceptance, or we might want to experience a partner who challenges us to step into the next best version of ourselves, and a partner that holds us accountable to our potential, and we do that for them. So these are things, when we consciously think about it before even stepping into relationship, we can be aware when we're meeting somebody, is this there? Is this going to add value? Can I add value to his or her life? Right? So it's both ways. Are we going to be better together than we are on our own? Okay? And when we make the decision to consciously create relationships, we sit down together, we have the deeper conversations, lots and lots and lots of the deeper conversations up front, because we create a vision of what it is. We share with our partner what it is we want to create for ourselves, and they share with us what they want to create for themselves, and we look at it and see, is there sufficient in common in this vision? And the differences that we see, can we negotiate, or can we say, I'm okay with that? I can make sacrifices as well. Can we do that from a place of authenticity? Because when you do, and then you consciously enter this relationship, now the two of you have a vision that you are working towards creating. So from that point on, it means that every decision you make, every action you take, is taking you either towards that vision or away from it. And if it's taking you away from it, you can say, stop. Let's go back to the drawing board, because something's not working here. This is taking us away from the vision. So can we course correct? Can we do the inner work that needs to be done so that we're back on track, right? So we're holding each other accountable to that as well. And these kind of relationships have the potential to be deeply loving and meaningful, where two people give each other the space and permission to be authentically who they are, and not expecting them to fit in a box, not expecting them to say, I want you to think the way I think, or believe what I believe, or act the way I act. We know that these differences is what's going to keep this relationship fresh and exciting, right? And upfront, you'll know whether you can live with those differences or not. And it's not about getting into relationship in the hope that later on you're going to change the other person, because that's not a conscious relationship. It means that's not your person, right? If the differences are too great and you can't compromise on them, it's not your person. So to prevent the heartache down the road, we have those conversations up front, and we consciously create a relationship that can last a lifetime. Because let's admit, we all want that, right? But if we're going on autopilot and we're jumping into relationships without having all of those conversations up front, then we're simply repeating the past. There's a kind of relationship that is waiting for you. And even if you're already in one, you can have the conversations now, press restart, and restart that relationship very differently. So this is me, this is my message to you. And if anything here resonates with you, hit the like button, hit subscribe and the bell notification so you'll know every time there's a new video. And I'll leave an email address in the description box. If you want to work with me, if you want to create epic relationships, come join our program called Radical Self-Love, because that's where it all starts. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.